You Ought to Know is back with our favorite pediatrician, Dr. Rob Walter. Dr. Walter.
So happy to be here.
So good to see you.
This is great. New year.
New year. It's back to school, and I am sure that you are being inundated with questions from parents about issues that kind of come up every school year. But this year, what are you hearing?
We start out with the flu. The flu is here, and the vaccine just came in, so very excited that we now have the flu vaccine. We always get the same question, well, my kid had the flu last year, he got the vaccine. Well, it doesn't mean you can't get the flu, but you're less likely to get it. If you get it, it will be less severe, less ER visits, less hospitalizations. And also the bottom line is the more flu vaccines we give to little kids, the less elderly people in the United States die. So if you want to save grandpa, then vaccinate your kids.
The other issue is cell phones. So my son's getting a cell phone this year. What are some of the concerns that parents are expressing to you about cell phones?
When I think of cell phones, I think of sleep. Kids are keeping their cell phones next to their bed or under their pillow, and it really is affecting sleep, and sleep affects mental health. Sleep affects everything. So, and then there's cyberbullying. But also now in schools, the big hot item lately for this coming school year is, what do we do about the cell phones in the schools? It used to be that at lunchtime everybody was playing and talking to each other. It was loud. Even in colleges, now it's silent because everyone's on their phone. The state of Pennsylvania has given money that you can get magnetic pouches that you can put them in for the day, and they unlock them at the end of the day, so no cell phones all day. I know a lot in Delaware also, they have like a wall hanging and everybody puts their phone in, and that way during the class time they don't have their phone. This is a new generation, and parents have never dealt with this before, and they are the role model though. So I say to the parents, put your phone on the other side of the room and make sure you're not on it, because that sends a strong message to the kids.
The final thing I want to talk about is these nicotine pouches, which they are marketed under a bunch of different brand names. They're supposed to be marketed for 21 and up, but the primary users here are younger than that.
There's like 10 flavors, cool mint, cinnamon. I don't think they're going after the 50, 60-year-old crowd.
Right.
And it's a lot of nicotine. And since they're not tobacco-based, they're really not regulated. They kind of fall in the cracks there. You just put this under your upper lip, and you can get, up to like 12 milligrams of nicotine. The cardiovascular problems with hypertension and your heart racing is really worrisome. It can increase, if you have anxiety or depression, it could increase that. But the biggest thing is we're going to create a generation of nicotine addicts. And nicotine, pound for pound, is more addictive than heroin. So it really is concerning that this is put out there. I mean, it seems like we just got over the e-cigs and the vaping, which is still a big issue, but they're starting to regulate it. And now this, and Big Tobacco owns most of these, so it really is, it's maddening. It's like whack-a-mole. But I think parents need to realize this, and they're a little white, they don't look like much, they need to think about it, ask about it, and make sure they know it can be really dangerous.
And what is scary is they are largely undetectable. I mean, they're so tiny.
Right.
You wouldn't even know it was in someone's mouth.
Your teenager could be talking to you, and he's got it under there. Your child could be talking to you while he's on his phone, and you wouldn't even know. And not sleeping? Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right. Dr. Rob Walter, thank you so much for your expertise.
Thank you. Anytime. And good luck out there, all you parents. It's going to be a good year, though. Go Eagles.